Welcome to the channel. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. As you can see, I've got a bit of a belly, gosh, but I'm also a bricklayer and a block layer. You get well fed around here. You can ask the little puppy dog, he'll tell you. We're going to talk a little bit about relationships, positive and negative, the sun rising, the sun setting. Slip off your thongs, strap down into your seat, get a cuppa, tie down, relax, and let's see what the next 10 minutes or so can teach us. Relationships can make you or break you, and you need to be prepared either way. Let's paddle out into the world of relationships and see what we can do with this little puppy dog. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist. Stick around and let's make this happen. I guarantee you'll never be the same again. Relationships, they're cracking hard. They're cracking good. And they make life so much better. They're not meant to go wrong. But that's what life does to us. It's unpredictable. We can't change what's going to happen, but we can deal with it. We can come up with solutions from our life experiences to make things work. But that's all relative to how much we value what we're associated with. If you value your car, you'll wash it. If you value your house, you'll care for it. If you value your children, you'll teach them the best things that you can so that they can develop into the best people that they can be, off your back. If you value your girlfriend, guess what? You're going to present yourself in the best possible way that you can. And if you value your boyfriend, guess what? You're going to turn up as beautiful and as lovely and as golden as you can. And then put those values together and you get one major ingredient that can be made no other way. And that's spiritual, innate, intimate power. The power that we need, that was designed for us to be able to conquer in our lives and to change the world around us for good. It was given to us to be able to produce the best we can from within ourselves for the people around us and for the life in which we live. What does all this mean? It means it's a God-given gift to be able to share your life with somebody else. Now these ancient values, these ancient sacred gifts in the modern dark value system are being lost. The real reason for all of this isn't lust. It isn't how much sex you can get. It isn't how much pleasure you can find from the person, like there's some kind of keg underneath the pub in a cool room. No. Love's much bigger and greater and fairer and transparent than all of that. It's not about emptying the life out of someone. It's about putting the life into someone. Can you do that? Can you just walk up to someone and share life? Breathe life into that person because your energy is superb. You have got yourself pumping at the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Or have you just made yourself a slave to sin? Sin is the wide way, unfortunately, that leads to destruction. It's easy. Just do what you want, when you want, however you want. Don't worry about who you harm or abuse or deceive or have resentment towards. Don't think of forgiveness and all those classical, empowering attributes like love and joy and peace and long-suffering and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control. There is no law against those things. But resentment and bitterness and conceitedness and hostility and envy and drunkenness and sorcery and witchcraft and rebellion and reckless sex and careless lust, taking people for granted and just using them as supply to meet your ends, that is not going to keep the power flowing. That's going to bring an empty vessel. And this is the way of the masses today. The new dark value system does not work. Stop and think for a minute. What are you harnessed to? Are you just following your desires on a day-to-day basis without a big picture of being as powerful and as wonderful and as beautiful and as majestic as you can be? Have you made the right choices? Are you making the right choices? Are you going to make sure everything works out for you the way that it should? Or have you just run on your pleasures and desires and been deceived by lust, left in the wake of other people's funneling of your energy and just wasting it down the drain? Let me ask you a very important question. When, viewer, are you really going to get the value for yourself that you need? When are you going to bring the standards that are deep down inside you, the God-likeness inside you, into a place where you can flourish and blossom and flower and produce fruit in a way in which you look back over your shoulder and go, I've left something behind me that matters. I've left a legacy. I left me in a way in which people can look and go, my goodness me. The power, the glory, the godlikeness that flowed out of that person, the legacy. You see, the alpha man and the gentle woman, they don't proceed out of alcohol, drugs and other medications. I've seen it with my own eyes. These people fade away like flowers in the sun, like a lizard that's lost its way in a desert, like the tire that's come off the wheel of a car. You can't live that way and expect to produce things that are going to last, because the drug, the alcohol, the medications that aren't prescribed by doctors fade. They don't last, and that teaches you not to last. You need to reach out for things beyond yourself that don't belong in your system, that you weren't designed for. You've become dependent, but you've become codependent on things that don't matter. You've lost your way in the darkness and the shadows. The hands of the shadows just won't let you out of their grasp. Turn towards the sun. Paddle towards the sun. Release yourself from the grip of the shadows of darkness. Release yourself, the Bible says, from the river that flows to death. Find the treasure inside you. Let the lamp come out where everyone can see it. Let people see what you have done to make yourself better. Let people see that you're a person that gets up in the morning and goes, I'm going to be the best version of myself that I can be. Look, viewers, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the martyr train. Get off the what about me glory train. It don't work. It never did work. It was a lie. It's time to rise up within yourself and say, yeah, I can see it. I can see that flicker. I've met people. I've seen people that have come out of the darkness that I've been in. And I've seen what's happened to them and for them. The joy and the peace and the long-suffering and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control. I could see the glory on them. I could see the light on them. And that light is burning within me. I see it. This is Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. The light is burning inside you. It will lead you out of the darkness. The Lord said, I will never, ever leave you or forsake you. He's been there the whole time, viewer. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. That's the promise of who He is. He doesn't change. Behold, He stands at the door of your heart and mind and knocks. And anyone who hears His voice, He will sit with them and He will eat with them on the inside. Viewer, the light was there all along. Walk in the light. Bye for now.